Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Runs through the defender. Moves the ball up to the 30.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Well, how about the push up front by the big fellas here? And when you can get pressure like this, that's what separates good defenses from great defenses. And you think back to the Michigan teams, when they've been exceptional, they've had defensive line play just like that.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the first down. He's got it for a big gain. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And the Ducks come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. An inside give now from the shotgun. He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Running back has it on a screen now. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, it seems like a screen pass is either feast or famine. You either completely fool the defense and you've got a lot of room to run behind a convoy of blockers, or there's just nowhere to go and the play gets blown up as we see here.
What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Short pass finds the tight end. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that first down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. He's got it. A 4th down conversion. The drive stays alive.
Just great execution here on this 4th down to keep this drive alive. And what I love is the accuracy from the quarterback and a good job by the receiver knowing where that route needed to be able to catch the ball and pick up the first down.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
Strong opening drive. This is play number 9, but it's 3rd down now. Handoff here from the shotgun. Fighting off the defender. Sophomore brought down after a nice run.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
And here's the handoff. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Runner takes the toss, runs to his left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
Here we go. Third down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Defense stops him short of the marker. So now it's fourth down. The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. It'll be a 26-yard attempt. Should be automatic. The field goal is good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Back's got it. Going up for the first down to the 37.
Of course they're going to pick up the first down by running the football. You think about Michigan, you think so many legacy, incredible backs that they've had over the years. Tim Biakabatuka and Tyrone Wheatley and Leroy Hort. Man, so many good backs have come through Ann Arbor.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, this is what I love to see from a defense is the linebackers are scraping, doing their job, but you need help from the secondary. And when you have aggressive tacklers on the back end, you got a great defense. This time, the secondary makes the difference.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Pre-snap motion from the offense. Gives it to the back. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. He'll drop back here on third down. Makes a quick catch. Defense able to stop him. It's fourth down now.
You know, it's third down. As a quarterback, you're sitting there back in the pocket trying to find a matchup that you like. Pretty much everything taken away. I like his thought to get it to the running back because he's a talented, gifted player, but he just could not wiggle free to pick up the first down.
Oh, a big decision here very early. They're going to go for it on their own side of the 50 on the first possession. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, Michigan.
And the Wolverines will line up to punt it away. This one is out of bounds, and that'll give the offense great field position. And the powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. The last possession, they moved it, but settled for a chip shot, so sort of an unsatisfying result. Looking to do more here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
Looks over the middle, and that's complete.
Man-to-man coverage, you run the drag route, you prefer to get the ball downfield, but the matchup called for at least some positive yards underneath, and he makes a nice throw.
He'll hand it off. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on third down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. Third and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this fourth and short.
The offense stays on the field. The coach is going to go for it on 4th and 2 in his own territory. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Incomplete, a huge fourth down stand by this defense.
Oh my gosh, a drop pass here on this fourth down play. Everything was perfect. The execution is there. The route is nice. The ball is on the money. All he has to do is catch it, and it's a first down, and he drops it. This one could come back to haunt him.
Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
And in first down, right back to the running game. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
And he's brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense is countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Makes the catch downfield. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down.
Well, that's the thing with this guy. You've got the ability to flex him out. He shows his versatility and what he can do from that slot position. He could be the quarterback safety blanket.
The Wolverines pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Whoa, that's a play you dream about as a defender. He gets penetration and times that hit up perfectly in the backfield.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught behind the line. It's Freeman. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Now the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And the offense will call a timeout. That's their second of the half.
Timeout, Michigan.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker.
Now, fourth down.
They're going to go for it here on 4th and inches. Same tailback, another carry. Tackle is made at the 8-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal right there.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
The Wolverines come to the line with 1st and goal. Movement at the second level of the defense now. He gets to the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
Well, they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that one's picked off. They tackle him after a short return, but they get the football back and set up shop near midfield.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Second down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
An important third down attempt for this offense. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And the play goes nowhere. Picked up about a yard, but it'll be fourth down.
Well, it seemed like the offense is trying to throw some kind of misdirection with that run there. But give credit to the defense. They were prepared for anything, and they swallowed that running back up. Nice defensive stand.
They've already converted once on fourth down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 30 now. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan.
Chris, not shocked at all that they threw this football to this receiver, especially on fourth down. They needed a play. He delivers, but instead of doing it downfield, he shows him what he can do after the catch to get it into the end zone.
PAT is good, so the lead now is 11. Now they get set to kick it away. They'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Oregon offense comes back out on the field. Remember, the last possession ended quickly. An interception on the first play. Let's see if they can do better here. He'll hand it off. He shreds the tackle. Solid run. They'll bring it down at the 28-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Offense looking to convert on 3rd and short from the 27. A pop pass on the jet sweep. He's in the clear. They tackle him at the 43, but that's enough for a first down.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place. And plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The Ducks have 1st and 10 here. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Receiver makes the grab.
Simple pitch and catch on the drag route. Quarterbacks love these routes because they're short throws, but those yards after the catch kind of pad your stats.
That's the 2-minute warning. Let's see if this offense can do something before the break to cut into this big lead. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Chris, I always talk about this. You can always gauge a team's toughness as a group by how willing they are to tackle with their corners. Here, the corner shows you he's not just out there to cover, does a good job of being physical and making that play.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? He finds his target. Stop at the 43. This offense picks up another first down.
Well, that's exactly how you dice up a zone coverage. Nice throw downfield here on 3rd down, and a really good route to give the quarterback a chance to make that play.
The offense finally producing here. Sets up a 1st and 10. Quick throw caught on the left side. And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
Just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Snags the quick throw. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. So now it's 3rd and short from the plus 25. They're in field goal range. Well, let's see what the call is. They're thinking about touchdown, of course. Makes a quick grab. They bring him down, but he was fast enough to get that first down yardage. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And, man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, and especially on 3rd down, get him the ball.
Offense looking to throw the ball. Pass caught. Can he get in? Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1. They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. 2nd down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. They pressure him and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
Man, the defense comes up with a big play here, backed up close to their own goal line. But as an offensive coordinator, you're inside that 3-yard line at 2nd and goal. If you're going to throw the ball, man, the ball has got to get out of that quarterback's hands quickly and not give the defense a chance to get after him and bring him down for a sack.
Now the offense will spend a timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field. It was on target the first time. This is a chip shot from just 23 yards out. And it's good. And those 3 points will finish off the first half and take us to halftime. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kickoff.
And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. And the fullback gets in on the action with the carry.
And that is a good chunk of yardage picked up by the big guy. Sometimes you don't need a whole lot of space created for a fullback. He can simply make his own way.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Takes the handoff on the counter play. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
You know, on most of these counters, you leave the in-man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen and kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire, and the defense knew exactly what was coming there.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He'll take a deep shot here. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
No fair catch. Looking to make a return here. He's got an opening. Watch out. He's got great speed. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on return. And the Oregon offense is back out on the field. Kept out of the end zone last time. Had to settle for a short field goal. Can they improve upon that here? And it's incomplete, even on a 1st down throw. He was under some heavy pressure.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Straight breaks loose at the 40. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
The guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Second down play coming up. Ball handed off. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Fighting for yardage, but the defense stops him just short of that first down marker. They will go for it again here on fourth down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's got it, enough for a first down. Tackled, but first down.
On a tight game like this, you're on the road. Why not take a chance? Go for it, you hit it, and you quiet the crowd in the process.
The Ducks pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. They're going to run it. Matt gets the carry.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. And the running back takes the handoff. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. There's that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big third down defensive play.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
And the field goal is good.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Following the field goal, the kickoff team is out there now. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. Forced to punt last time. Trying to add points, build the lead right here. They're going to run it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Well, the offensive line is completely occupied with that defensive front. That freed up that linebacker to shoot right through that gap and blow up the ball carrier. What a play.
They lose yards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 16. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Not easy to bring down. The quarterback finally gets the job done.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
And the wideout goes in motion. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. And the Wolverines begin a new series here, 1st and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, downfield catch made on the left side. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. The shotgun handoff here. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Looking for a gap. It's Freeman. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
Positive yards, that's all you want to see as an offense. As long as you're moving the ball forward, it's going to give you a chance to continue to get first downs. What are they looking at now? 3rd and inches, it looks like.
So the offense faces 3rd and short from the +26. Might be 4-down territory, but let's see what the call is here. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. They'll try to pick up the 3rd-down yardage on the ground. And they pick up the first down, tackled at the 25.
Chris, how about that by this running back? Got behind his pads and that big offensive line, able to pick up that first down. He just kept pushing through that line until he got to the mark.
1st and 10 play coming up. It's a run to the left. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
It's a good, solid game, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
The Wolverines are going to cash in here in the red zone. In the red area, it's Freeman. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. On 3rd down, it's a handoff. And the tackle is made on what's going to be the final play of this period.
Michigan 14, Oregon 9.
Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play.
Jackrabbit. Check. Check, check.
On the ground, it's Freeman. And they try the middle, but stuck for no gain.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
This defense just cannot get off the field. The long march moves on. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Things just appeared to be a bit out of sync from the get-go on that one. Give credit to the front 7 of that defense for staying in the proper lanes and getting to the ball carrier, not let him dance around and make something out of nothing.
Ready,
12th play of this marathon march, but it's 3rd down and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Defense will wrap him up after an 8-yard gain. It'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, what an incredible job here by this defense on 3rd down. Now to set up a pivotal 4th down play. Question is, does the offense go for it and be aggressive, or do they punt it away and trust their defense to get a win? And that one, my gosh, I mean, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. Powerful Oregon offense retakes the field. They settled for a field goal last time out. Let's see what they can do this time. Movement here from the tight end. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Breaking free at the 35. An effective play, good for a first down at the 35.
Chris, the thing that I love about this play is the running back showing great patience and then the vision to find that hole and then accelerate through it for a nice gain.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Contact as he let the ball go. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down. Important 2nd down play coming up. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
Offense facing a 3rd and short from the 41. Can they make the first down and avoid a tricky 4th down decision? He'll take a deep shot. And it's incomplete. They'll let it fly on 3rd down, but now it brings up 4th.
Oh, the quarterback and receiver just not quite on the same page. But the good news is it's 4th down and short. And trailing in this game, you've got to convert here to keep your hopes alive.
So here we go. Down 1 score. They're going to go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
The Ducks are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw yet again. And the ball is hauled in. They get him down, but the gain moves the ball to the +40.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And the Ducks will line up on 1st and 10. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. And he's got his man open downfield. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
After a disastrous 1st down play, they're backed up on 2nd and goal. Quarterback drops back. And it's incomplete, very near the goal line.
Chris, that ball gets tipped and goes straight up into the air. That's anybody's ball. The defense does a really good job down in this area expecting the pass. The ball is in the air. Ball gets tipped. Keep in mind, the offense or the defense can get underneath that for a play, and the ball hits the ground for an incompletion.
Great job by the defense so far. It's 3rd and goal from a long way out. And he drops back in the gun. Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Oh, Chris, the quarterback and the receiver just not quite on the same page there on that 3rd down and long. But at this point in the game, you got to consider going for this. They need a touchdown.
This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal, and this offense is down. Needs this. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. He's got it, looking for the end zone. Oh, and he did not make it. A big 4th down stop, a chance to claim the lead here, but it's a turnover on downs. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. The last possession, they're able to milk some clock and add 3 points to the scoreboard. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
See what the call is on 1st and 10. And there's the handoff. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. You've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
The offense goes 5 wide, empty backfield. A pop pass on the jet sweep. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
And it's a bunch formation. they'll run it out of the shotgun. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
In other schools around the country, Slippery Rock 75, Mercyhurst University.
The Wolverines will have to kick it away.
Number 10, on to punt it away.
See if he can make something happen with the return. And we've reached the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to steal a late-game comeback victory. And the Ducks' powerful offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. He's escaping the pocket now. Trying to get the throw off. And that's incomplete. Even on a first down pass attempt, he felt heavy pressure.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point. Move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is, and they do a good job of it right here.
Looking for his big tight end. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
And the Michigan offense back out on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. Hands off to the left. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9. They'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible.
Got it.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Lasso, go.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Wolverines will send their punt team onto the field. And here's the return. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. powerful Ducks offense retakes the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play two passes. Oh, it's incomplete. That's a good job of the defender to break that up.
Boy, this quarterback is really rolling the dice out here today. Remember, he threw an interception the last time they had the ball. I thought he might learn from that, but instead he comes out throwing it into coverage again, somehow catches a break on this tip ball that this one was an interception. He better tighten up his decision-making. He's going to cost himself a game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. This time it's complete. They get him down, but the game moves the ball up to the 36. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Nowhere to go here, and the ball is knocked loose. The offense able to retain possession. Very lucky to still have a chance to win this.
The offensive staff just took a collective sigh of relief. But I'd still anticipate that someone's going to pull that ball carrier aside, give him a couple choice words on the importance of ball security.
So the win streak continues. Kirk, this team could have gone either way after that loss. They have regrouped and responded really well.
Yeah, I think it's important to reference that loss, Chris, from a few weeks ago, but that's now a distant memory. This team right now is firing on all cylinders, and it's going to be exciting to see how they close out the season and see if they can make a run and see if they can make it tough on the CFP committee on whether or not they get a shot.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.